Hey y'all, so in today's video I want to talk about post-grad comparison. I used to always worry about what people thought of me and would try so hard to live by society's standards. Then I realized that I was created to be different, and regardless of what I did, I would never fit in. So I decided to follow my dreams instead. Join me on this journey as I grow in my faith, go through the ups and downs of pharmacy school, and most importantly, being God's masterpiece. So after graduating, you're super excited, you're happy, you're like, yay, I graduated, I don't have to do any more like studying or whatever. I mean, depending. I still need to be studying. One of the things that I've been noticing, this has been happening with me, I don't know if it's been happening with anyone else, but it's this post-grad comparison. You just graduated, you see people passing their exams, who are getting jobs, who are doing all these things, getting residencies, getting fellowships, like doing all this stuff, and you're kind of just like, what am I doing? Like, you feel like you're behind, you feel like you're not where you're supposed to be, you feel like you messed up, you feel all these different things, and it's because you're comparing yourself to other people, you're comparing other journeys, and you need to stop that. You need to stop it right now. One of the things that I have been so big on, and you all know in all my videos, is really just trusting God throughout this whole process. You know, post-grad could be an exciting but also very difficult time because you're still trying to figure out what the next steps are. You know, for 4 years or 6 years or 8 years, you've been, you know, constantly doing the same routine. Go to school, study, pass your exams, go on the next year. Like, it's been a routine, and now that you finish, you're like, whoa, what's next? You know, a lot of times students can deal with post-grad depression, can deal with, you know, a lot of things because it's like you're trying to figure out what the next steps are. And, you know, it's very hard when, especially like in pharmacy, when you have board exams, or you can't really like move forward with your life until you pass those, and it's hard. So I kind of want to just share some encouragement for individuals who are comparing themselves and their journeys to other people to pretty much stop doing that. It's not healthy, and it's hurting you. And the reason why I say it's hurting you is because a lot of times you get so caught up in what other people are doing that you lose sight of the very journey that you need to be embracing. Because, you know, God may want you to, you know, do certain things or go this direction or go this path, but because you're looking at what that other person is doing, you don't want to go there. You might not want to do that. You might need to be learning certain things in this time period of waiting or figuring out what's next, but instead of learning, instead of understanding, instead of embracing the now, you're focusing on what this other person has, what this other person's doing, instead of actually focusing on what God needs you to do. So comparison truly is a thief of joy. I know that's like said all around, but one of the things I think it's really important to recognize, and this is a very popular verse, and it's Jeremiah 29:11, where it says, "For I know the plans that I have for you, plans to prosper you, plans to not harm you, plans to give you a bright future." I will share the verse so that way if I said it wrong, you have the right context, all right? And I love the story of Jeremiah because God calls him to be a prophet, but he felt like he was too young. He was like, God, but I'm not good enough, because, you know, I'm sure he's probably seen other prophets, and, you know, he's probably been like, I'm supposed to be like those other prophets, you know, like, how, like, if you have never seen something, like, and then God tells you to do something, like, why is your instant thought that you're too young? Because he probably have seen other prophets who were older and things of that sort. But anyways, the biggest thing I really want to share is that you can't be so caught up in what other people are doing that you miss out on your own journey. Your journey is your journey. Don't look to the right, don't look to the left, but only look forward and allow God to direct your steps. So if you are struggling with post-grad comparison like I was, I just want to encourage you to know that whatever God has planned for you, it's for you. Like, that's the biggest thing I can get at. I remember I was talking to someone and they were just like, oh, you better hurry up because like you're in competition with this and that. I was like, I had to do a quick skirt. And I was like, I told the person respectfully, I was like, I'm in competition with no one. I want to see everyone prosper, and wherever I'm supposed to be, that's where I'll be. And it kind of was just like oh yeah. No, I was kind of just, and it was like, no, don't come at me with that, because the way I see it is like, yes, pharmacy is saturated, and it can be a cutthroat, you know, field. I have to just trust and know that God truly didn't bring me this far to just be like, bye, you know. So believe that, you know. Don't just automatically like believe the worst. Like if you say you have faith, that means that trusting even when you don't see. So like, even if you don't know what the next steps are, why are you looking at the other person who's doing X, Y, and Z and thinking that you're behind? Like a lot of times people aren't showing the journey that it took to get to that place. And that's why I want to be transparent on my channel, because a lot of times like people just show you the good, but they don't show you the in-between before they got to the good. So so don't be so caught up in wanting to be like everyone else, or, you know, be where another person is. Like, yes, you want to get to the point where you're licensed, and yes, you want to get to the point where you get that dream job, but all in God's timing. Like, don't neglect the journey just because you're looking at someone. Like, you can miss the whole season that God needs to prune, to humble, to mold you, just because you're looking at someone else. So post-grad is a very weird time. This is my second time experiencing post-grad. I mean, like, I graduated and went right into pharmacy school, but it was still a really tough transition, and so I'm experiencing that transition now. But ultimately, I have this overwhelming sense of peace and joy, because I know that God is working, and if God is in it, like, I don't need to worry about it. So yeah, that's where I'm at, and that's how. Yeah, so if you're comparing yourself to other people, stop. Just stop. It's not healthy, and don't miss out on what God wants to do in your life because you're looking at what someone else is doing. So yeah, that's where I'm at. So I hope that this video was encouraging. I hope that you were able to get something from it. Post-grad depression, post-grad life, post-grad, all these different things, you know, you don't have to fall into that, you know. Trust God, and of course, talk to individuals, talk to someone if you feel like you are just really in a bad place or bad shape. If you need some prayer, comment below, email me. I definitely believe that God is greater than everything that we deal with. So yeah, you already know the deal. You can comment below, or you can email me at behismasterpiece@gmail.com. Go out, be kind, be caring, be loving, and as always, be his masterpiece. Bye, y'all.